The Houston Rockets are a young team that has been struggling for years to make the playoffs. For years have had some young talent, but now this year coming up, this is their time to shine with the newly addition of Ime Udoka and their picks in this year's NBA draft. Ultimately, they should make the playoffs and might even go pretty far. And when you take a look at their starting lineup and roster, they're looking like a pretty good team. With the addition of Amen Thompson at the point guard position, he is probably by far one of the most athletic players that I've ever seen. An explosive guard, he can pass the ball with his flashy passes to his brother Asar. And an NBA scout even said that Amen Thompson resembles a young LeBron James. That is saying a lot for an NBA scout to say that. And he said, it sounds crazy, but Amen's got a little LeBron in him. He's got a big time body, not quite as big, but wow. Remember LeBron in high school? He couldn't shoot, very athletic. He's much as a facilitator too. And I can somewhat agree with that. In the overtime elite, Amen Thompson's ability to pass the ball and athletic at the same time, it was very similar to LeBron James in high school. But Amen Thompson ultimately is going to be a very good player for this Houston Rockets team. His amazing work ethic, a really good high IQ for the game, and him and his brother in many different videos always just practicing with each other, and he pretty much breathes and sleeps basketball. And moving on to Jalen Green at the shooting guard position, we already know what we've seen from him, a very explosive athlete just like Amen Thompson. He can dunk on everyone pretty much, and I think with Jalen Green being 6'7", Amen Thompson being 6'7", they're pretty much at the same height. The Houston Rockets are building a pretty much tall lineup. They have a chance to be a really good defensive team. Jalen Green can kind of build on that. And at the small forward position, we got my boy Cam Whitmore. He fell to the 20th pick, and I'm not even sure how, because this guy, from watching his highlights and what he brings to college, right away I was thinking he should have been a top 5, top 10 pick in the NBA draft. Now, they were saying that his interviews didn't go well, but falling to 20th, this is kind of like a Tyrese Maxey situation, because Tyrese Maxey was good in college, but Cam Whitmore is a dominant, aggressive player in the paint. I would compare him to Zion in the way he's just able to bully people, and he isn't that tall. He's also fast, he's explosive. They're getting a very good small forward at that position. And they got my boy Jabari Smith, who was the 3rd pick in last year's draft. He's 6'10", which, like I said, this starting lineup is going to be very, very tall and potential to be very good defensively. He's basically the shooter of the team. He could pull up from 3, pull up from the mid-range, and ultimately going to get a lot of assists to the 3-point line. At every single position for this Houston Rockets team, they have someone that could do something unique, whether it's Amen with his passing, Cam Whitmore being extremely aggressive, and Jabari Smith being the spot-up shooter. And moving on to the center position, we got Alperen Sengun. He is a 6'11" big man who can pretty much pass like Nikola Jokic. I'm watching some of these highlights, and he's moving like Nikola Jokic. He can pass behind the back of the paint. You don't even know where the ball is going to be going to. Man, the passes that he makes are actually insane. He's a very good, young, talented player. When he's moving in the post sometimes, when he has that little shoulder move, he's looking like Nikola Jokic out there. The man's moving like Nikola Jokic. He has the potential to be the next Nikola Jokic of this league. I think this is amazing. Great fit as this next season with the addition of a highly explosive player like Amen Thompson. A lot of the assists, a lot of the playmaking is going to be going to him. So pretty much the identity of this entire team, even beyond the starting lineup with players like KG Martin, is athleticism and playmaking. And I really like what they've done by bringing in athletic players of Amen Thompson. I like what I'm seeing with this young talent. And even in this offseason, they have a lot of cap space, so they can get vets. And those are players that are going to contribute to wins when they make it far into the playoffs. And according to Chris B. Haynes, the Houston Rockets are emerging as a strong landing spot for Kyle Kuzma. So on top of all of that, they also might get Kyle Kuzma, for who the Wizards has shown his potential. A lot of Wizards fans talk about how Kyle Kuzma isn't as efficient scorer as they want him to be, and potentially a lot of people think the Wizards are going to split up with him. And for the Houston Rockets, I think that is a very good spot for him, because Kyle Kuzma ultimately would fit in that system under Udoka. I think this team has the potential to be like the Memphis Grizzlies in the 2022 run, in which They're a team with a lot of young talent, and the players that are playing the best are the young talent, and this team could go like very, very far. Yo, I can't lie, like this is better than my favorite team right now. They are definitely the best young talented team in the NBA, and they're definitely building something special. And if Udoka is not as overrated as they say, yeah, GG's, bro. They might go to the Western Conference Finals. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a prediction. I think that this Houston Rockets team is 100% locked and guaranteed to at least make it to the semifinals. If I'm looking in the Western Conference right now at teams with young talent, they are definitely the best because Ja Morant is going to be out. And even if Ja Morant comes back, I would take this team coached by Udoka to beat them in the playoffs. And overall, the playmaking, the athleticism is going to bring this team to new levels that we haven't been seen before. They might look like the Showtime Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an amazing team. And yeah, with that being said, I think that is going to wrap up things with this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down for a cookie. I'm going to email that to you. It's your boy Josh Arch, and I'm out.